Yo, what's going on? This is Robbie with Believe in the Run, and this is
Kofuzi at Believe in the Run HQ.
So we're gonna do a little thing called agree or disagree. We pull up some shoes that we had basically lying around in the office, and then and we're gonna see which shoes, we agree on and disagree. Pretty simple concept, I think. Kofuzi, let's start out with a big one here. This is the New Balance SC Trainer V1. What were your thoughts on this shoe?
I felt like this one was a really good shoe for a lot of people, but I felt like as tall as it is in the back, it should have felt softer. And with the carbon in the plate, the carbon plate that's in here, I felt like it should have been a little bit more exciting up front. So it always kind of left me wanting a little bit more from it. So it was a good shoe, but a little bit of a disappointment for me.
I'm disagree on that. I think that this was one of the more exciting shoes of last year. It wasn't exciting in the way that you're gonna pick up the pace in it. It was more of just this shoe that didn't really fit in anything. It was almost like its own standalone category for me. So it was like that long cruiser type miles. I felt like it rolled along nicely. I thought it was pretty soft. I thought it was a good soft version of the dual cell, kind of that you find in the SC Elite. I described it as a slow race day shoe.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to disagree on that one.
Agree to disagree. Topo Athletic Cyclone 2.
I thought this shoe was absolutely fantastic. I did not try Cyclone version 1, but I don't want to because this one is really good. I love the feeling of the P-backs that's in here. And to me, this is really like if there were such thing as a Kinvara Pro or a real Kinvara Pro, this is definitely it because this has that feeling, that low to the ground sensation and that speed, and it's super fun.
And I'm totally gonna agree with you on this one. This is, I think, the most underrated shoe of 2023. I feel like we're helping to get the word out there, but you still don't hear a lot about it. Like when we talk about P-backs, we wanted to see it in other versions of shoes. Usually it's like P-backs and then, or recycled P-backs or this or that, but this is just pure P-backs, lower stack of it. Got that simple geometry, nothing much to the upper. Kind of reminds me of the New Balance Rebel V2 upper. It makes running feel fun again.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Would you agree?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, very fun. No plate, so it's a little bit floppy, but if you like that, which I do, it's gonna be really exciting.
All right, so that's an agree. Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. Thoughts on this?
I absolutely love this shoe. For me, it became one of the most recommendable shoes of last year. It kind of felt like people that are buying their first carbon plated shoe are gonna love it, and people who have been running a bunch of marathons already are also gonna really enjoy how it's both squishy but also peppy.
I'm a little bit disagree on this. I agree with you in some ways. I've loved pretty much the Endorphin Speed and the Endorphin Pro, the first few versions of each shoe. I still like this shoe a lot. I just didn't feel that it gave me that like race day, maybe spring off that I like to feel that maybe I find in shoes like the Adios Pro or the Metaspeed Edge. Even though those shoes don't have quite as much cushion in them. I kind of like the Endorphin Pro 2 more than this in terms of feel. I feel like this midsole, it's gonna save your legs later on in the race.
Well, we're definitely have to disagree because I really like the Endorphin Pro 2 as a half marathon shoe.
Yeah.
For me, it was too firm to take a marathon distance. This one, I feel like this is a marathon shoe to me, and it's gonna be strong enough for those last miles, but also like forgiving enough for those longer miles too.
No, and I can agree with that.
Okay.
I wouldn't wear the Endorphin Pro 2 for a marathon.
Okay.
That might be a little dangerous. I remember the one marathon training I was doing, I did wear it for like a 20 miler with some marathon pace miles, and that was like, so I was like, I feel like this is good enough.
Yeah, I feel like that's doable, but the whole race I think would be tough for me.
Yeah. Nike ZoomX Invincible 3.
I like it, but not how most people like it.
Okay.
So I like it in the same way that I like the Super Blast, where I feel like this is not a great easy day shoe for me. It doesn't feel like a recovery day shoe for me, but if I have a long run with marathon miles in them, that's where I feel like it's perfect. I feel like it loves marathon speed.
Really?
I could just set it and forget it, and I think it's perfect for that.
See, that's an interesting, I might have to disagree with you on that one. This is a shoe that I want to love so much. Each time I try it, I'm like, I can't get into it. I think it's maybe like the ultra wide base mixed with like, it just feels a little slap. It just kind of like clunky in a little bit. This is what I wish kind of like this was.
Okay.
It feels more in between, like, I don't know, like a daily trainer and a race station, kind of like what you're talking about. Like, I feel like with the carbon plate in here and the Zoom X, you get some of that race day feel, but it also has a wide base, so you get, you know, daily trainer-ish type thing. I'm not sure that you're really gonna buy this, but I think this is kind of like, this vibe is what I wish the Invincible was. But
yeah, I think that if they took the Invincible and made it just a little bit kind of like sketchier, it would be much more exciting. I think it's kind of like boring in a lot of ways.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe then we're just asking for the peg turbo.
I think that's exactly what I want.
Yeah. Next on the list and final one, we're doing 5 in this review.
Yep.
We have the On Cloud Surfer. And I think if people have watched our reviews, they probably know how I feel about this, but what are your thoughts on this?
I absolutely love this shoe. I feel like it's the shoe that On should have been making from the beginning.
Yeah.
But you know what? Better late than never. I'm happy that it's here now because I feel like I love everything else that On is doing. And finally, they have like a shoe to match all the other stuff that they're putting together as a brand.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with the Cloud Monster, we saw them doing some finally like getting into some good running shoes. And then this, I felt, is a signal like this is the change of On making like legitimate running product. I mean, you see that now we took that the speedboard out. You have more of just the foam midsole with like less cloud-like cutouts here. Yeah, I agree with you. This is a shoe that I keep coming back to. Like, even if I'm not reviewing shoes, like if I'm not reviewing shoes at the moment, I'll come back to this and just put it on. I think it's a great like travel shoe.
Yeah, very comfortable.
Like if you're just want a shoe to do everything, if you're on the go. So Cloud Surfer, solid shoe. What are your thoughts on the Cloud Boom Echo 3, I guess, since we're here?
I like that shoe a lot, but I like it in the way that I like the Endorphin Pro too. I think it's a really exciting half marathon shoe.
I'm with you.
I'm very excited that On made that shoe, but like the two kind of things that make me a little nervous is for a non-elite like me, I don't know that I could take it for the marathon distance. Like that 4 marathon lifespan that they put in there makes me a little bit concerned.
Yeah, I forgot they threw that in there. Yeah, I agree with you. I felt like the Cloud Boom Echo 3 was kind of in that Endorphin 2 range, which again, I really love that shoe, just maybe not for a full marathon. Anything else we want to agree, disagree about? I don't know, any foods, Chicago style deep dish pizza since you're from there?
You know, people have been bringing up the point that real Chicago style pizza is not deep dish. It's actually the thin crust that has the tavern cut.
Is that for real?
It's becoming like, yeah, I think that's true.
Oh, like revisionist history or something?
Maybe, but I feel like deep dish is for tourists. The thin crust tavern cut is what regular Chicago is.
So what do you prefer?
I grew up in New Jersey, so I like a New York slice.
I mean, that's honestly though, that a New York slice is the answer for everything. All right, so I think that's everything for this agree, disagree, and thanks for watching. Make sure you check out Michael's channel at Kofuzi.
That's right.
Here on YouTube, and I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've probably seen his videos. This was a great first episode of Agree, Disagree. Hopefully we'll be back with another one soon.